a train in factories. Now all we see are marching drones. No one's home and no one reads, but deliverance is in your belief. So we fall inside our mind. Let me carry you.
Welcome to Rant in the key of Z. I am Z, and I'm going to rant now. Belief versus thought. That's really the key to what our society is what we believe we are. And I think that's where all the problems lie, and so therefore some of the solutions, I would assume, as well. This is a nation of believers. Everywhere you go, they tell you to believe. You gotta believe in something. It doesn't matter what you believe in, as long as you believe in something. Fair enough, maybe. But what do beliefs get us? Patriotism is a great example of belief leading us astray. My blood is better than your blood. Religious extremism is another example. My God is better than your God. Racism is another great example. My epidermis is better than your epidermis. My way of life is better than your way of life. Even elitism is a kind of, well, a belief. My way of doing everything is better than your way of doing everything. The status quo in itself is a form of belief. So much so that we will police ourselves to keep others in that belief with us. That's how crazy town it gets. As far as belief goes, it's never really a positive thing. Whatever your little tunnel is in here, like, I'm good at this, and I'm the best at this, and I'm not as good at that. I'm not saying don't believe in yourself, because that is your reality. Whatever you think, that's what you are. As long as you think a certain way, I'm a shit, you'll be the shit. At least in your own mind. What I'm saying about belief is believing in things that we don't understand fully. You know, like the universe. When somebody comes to you and says, we have this book here, it's called the Bible. In the Bible, there's an answer for the universe. Tell you everything you need to know about the universe, just believe in it. Here's a question on this page here, believe in it. There's also a little weird abnormality, faith. Politics is a belief system. It's a structure based on belief. The left team is the blue team. The right team is the red team. They even got their own little mascot. It's like Monday Night Football or something. It only works because we believe in it. Similar to the financial system. The craziest thing a person can do is believe so hardcore that you don't see the other team. You can't even relate to them as humans. You can't even relate to them on the playing field, other than they're the enemy. And that's what you see in politics, especially people that buy into the puppets, you know, that dance around and go, I'm on the red team and I say this about this. I'm on the blue team and I disagree with that guy. Belief system that I'm on the red team and I only like red team things and I don't like any sissy blue team things. When you get that kind of thing, you see the extremes of belief. It's like, it's the same thing as a religious extremist, except for you're dealing with real things. A person that only listens to right-wing talk radio is not going to hear any perspective other than his own, all the time. My head's way up my ass. And that's the truth. Head way up ass. Left-wing radio guy? I only listen to left wing. Left wing is the only thing for me. What kind of crap are they gonna know about politics? Rush Limbaugh's perspective? They're gonna know Al Franken's perspective and nothing else? Listen to all perspectives to get an idea of a thought of what reality is, instead of a belief that this is what the left-wingers say and they seem to be along the line that I'm at and my reality tunnel's similar, or I'll mold my reality tunnel around theirs a little bit, and everybody else is a bunch of jackasses. Everybody else is wrong. That kind of thought is where we're at. That's bad philosophy. So if you listen to left-wing talk radio and you are a left-winger and that's all you listen to, switch it up. Just switch it up. Every once in a while is well, all I'm saying. You know, check out the other side and see what they're saying. Maybe there's some other sides out there. Hear the perspectives. The financial system is a belief. Money works because we believe it works. That's it. That's all there is to it. It used to be backed by gold, but why is gold valuable? Besides Shimano and monoatomic spin and nanotechnology. It's all based on belief. And yet they can actually build a whole universe around them. Religion, there's a whole culture around most of these religions. Whole countries, whole parts of the world are based around just the idea of religion. Same with the financial system. With that belief, a whole culture is created around it all across the globe. So now we've looked at belief a little bit and how ridiculous it is. Let's look at thought. In this corner, thought. When you have a thought, it can be very profound, or it can be very ridiculous. and it can be dismissed at any time. If you have a belief, the belief is taken in and is internalized. It's much harder to move that. Thoughts can expand, they can change, they can develop, they can grow. And like I said, if they're profound, they can still be dismissed. If someone comes along and gives you some information, it might be right, it might not be right, you can have a thought about it. And if it's right, you can adapt it to your philosophy, to your life, to your viewpoint of the world. When you have thoughts, you can learn literally from anyone. Everyone becomes a teacher. Everything becomes a teacher. But if you have beliefs, very few teachers are accepted by most beliefs. Thoughts can evolve. Beliefs have a harder time evolving. They can evolve, and they do evolve. But it's harder to evolve. Put an anchor in your own tunnel of reality. You've anchored it to something and said, this is all I need. No one can explain the universe. No one alive, no human has the right perspective or the right teacher or the right book or the right inspiration. We're all discovering it slowly together. It's a funny thing about thoughts. When your mind expands around a new idea, it never can go back to the original size. And that's a funny thing about belief systems. They will come out and say, don't watch this movie, don't read this book, burn this author at the stake, destroy their life. And I think that's damaging to the human evolution process. We're being taught to be little believers. Doesn't matter what you believe in, just believe. Think. Use your mind. Think. Have thoughts. Allow thoughts that aren't gelling with your thoughts to associate with your thoughts. You don't have to accept thoughts. Even the profound thoughts can be brushed away. If you believe something, it gives you a perspective, just by definition. Makes it harder to look at maybe science, or if your belief system is science, maybe spirituality and metaphysics. Thought versus belief. You can see the weaknesses of having belief. With thoughts, you expand your mind. With beliefs, if you can believe something when you're 7 and continue that belief to the day you die, that's not necessarily a big growth thing. Thought versus belief. I'm on the side of thought. I think that helps evolve the species, both spiritually and, well, physically. The DNA and the whatnot. Information absorption, passing on to children, etc., etc. So we're a nation of believers. Maybe we can be a nation of thinkers. If there's a gospel to spread, maybe think about it. This is Rant in the Key of Z. This has been Rant in the Key of Z. I'm Z.